Hey, welcome. We're diving into a problem I think we've all had. You know, that computer that was blazing fast a year ago, but now it just crawls. Well, before you even think about buying new parts, or worse, paying for some sketchy PC cleaner software, just stop. We're going to fix this today, using the tools that are already built into Windows, for free.
Oh, you know this feeling, right? Your mouse cursor is just lagging behind your actual movement. You click an icon, and you wait, and then you see it, the dreaded spinning blue circle of doom. It is one of the most maddening things, but honestly, the fix is probably right under your nose.
That's the secret right there. You don't need to download a single thing. You don't have to pay a cent. Almost all of the common reasons a PC slows down can be fixed with the tools Windows already provides. You just got to know where to click.
So what is actually going on here? Why is your computer suddenly so slow? Well, it's almost never just one thing. It's usually this perfect storm of a few different problems all hitting at the same time. Let's break down the main culprits that are probably bogging down your machine right now.
Okay, this one is the biggest offender, for sure. Every single time you install a new app, it seems like it wants to wedge itself into your startup. So when you turn your computer on, it's not just loading Windows, it's also trying to fire up Dropbox and Slack and Spotify and Steam all at once. It creates this massive bottleneck right from the get-go.
Now this is super important for any modern PC with an SSD. Solid-state drives are incredibly fast, but they need some empty space to work their magic. When they get clogged up with old downloads, temporary files, and forgotten updates, their performance doesn't just dip a little, it completely falls off a cliff.
And here's the golden rule, the magic number you need to remember. Always try to keep at least 15 to 20% of your main drive free. Seriously, this one habit alone can make a sluggish PC feel snappy and responsive again. It's that important.
Ever just sit there and wonder what your computer is actually doing? Well, the answer is a lot. So many modern apps, especially ones from the Microsoft Store, are designed to just run constantly in the background, syncing data, checking for notifications, and quietly eating up your precious CPU and memory.
You know how every big Windows update comes with all these new bells and whistles? Things like those cool transparent menus and slick animations? They look great, but they all come with a performance price tag. And for hardware that's a few years old, all that eye candy can really start to cause a strain.
And here's the real kicker. Sometimes, the very thing that's supposed to help your PC, a new update, is actually the source of the problem. A buggy driver or a poorly optimized Windows update can pop up out of nowhere and just wreck your computer's performance overnight.
All right, enough complaining about the problems. Let's get into the solutions. We're going to walk through 6 powerful, totally free fixes using only the tools that are already on your computer. No sketchy downloads, no credit cards, just results. Let's do this.
First things first, the instant audit. Go ahead and press Control, Shift, and Escape all at the same time. That brings up the Task Manager. Now click on the Processes tab, and then click the column headers for CPU, memory, and disk. This will show you exactly what's hogging all your resources. If you see some random app you're not even using at the top eating 90% of your CPU, you found a villain. Just click on it, hit End Task, and feel that immediate rush of relief.
Okay, while you still have Task Manager open, click over to the Startup tab. This is where we tame the startup jungle. Look for anything that says high or medium impact. Now ask yourself, do I really need my chat app, my music player, and my game launcher all firing up the second my computer turns on? Probably not. Just right-click on them and hit Disable. You can always open them manually later.
And just let that sink in for a second. Every single app you just disabled is literally giving you back precious seconds of your life every single time you boot up your machine. That's a huge, satisfying win.
Next up, let's clear out all the digital junk. Go into your settings, then click on System, then Storage. See that option for temporary files? Click it. You are probably going to be shocked at how many gigabytes of useless stuff is sitting there. Look for Delivery Optimization files. That one could be massive. Just check the boxes you want to clear and hit Remove Files. Oh, and before you leave, turn on Storage Sense. That'll make Windows do this cleanup for you automatically. Now let's deal with those sneaky background apps. Go to Settings, then Apps, and then Installed Apps. Pick an app that you know doesn't need to be running all the time. Click those 3 little dots next to it, go to Advanced Options, and change the background permissions to Never. This literally stops it from sipping away at your battery and your processing power when you're not even using it.
All right, this next one is a classic trade-off. Do you want looks or do you want speed?
In your Start menu, just search for Adjust the Appearance and Performance of Windows. You've got two main choices here. Adjust for best performance is the nuclear option. It turns off all the fancy visuals. Your PC will look a little plain, but it will feel so much faster. Or you can choose Custom and be a bit more surgical, just unchecking the big offenders like animations and transparency.
Okay, what if your PC was fine yesterday, but it's suddenly slow today? An update might be the culprit. Go to your Windows Update history and look for Uninstall Updates. If you see one that was installed right when your problems began, you can try removing it. And here's a pro tip, also check under Advanced Options for optional updates. Sometimes a really important new driver is just sitting in there waiting for you to install it.
So what happens if you've done all of that and your PC is still just dragging? Don't give up hope just yet. We've got 2 final checks to run before we have to face the cold, hard hardware truth.
Here's the final checklist. First, the software check. Open up Windows Security and run a full malware scan, not the quick one. Sometimes a nasty bit of malware is hiding in the background, just maxing out your CPU. And second, the hardware truth. Look, if your computer is more than 5 years old and it still has one of those old spinning hard disk drives and HDD, then software tweaks will only get you so far. Upgrading to a solid-state drive and SSD is the single biggest performance boost you can give an old machine. It is a true night and day difference.
And there you have it. Before you give up and assume your computer is toast, please just work through these steps. I'm willing to bet that for most of you, one of these free built-in fixes is going to be the one that brings your PC back to life. So give them a try and let us know which one made the biggest difference for you.